Hello and welcome to our Own Your Life presentation. I want to thank you very much for taking the time just to take a little bit closer look at what we're all about. This we titled Own Your Life physically and financially, so you can expect to hear information on both sides of that coin. So you probably joined us for one of those reasons. I want to quickly just present who we really are, and I think this is where sometimes people get confused. We really are just everyday people. This is some of our team that was at a conference recently. We are men and women, parents, coaches, teachers, millennials, lawyers, engineers, teachers, social workers, athletes, and marathon runners. We truly are Isagenix. So why are you here joining us? Some of the common reasons that we hear are people are consumed in debt. Maybe you just truly have more month than money. Maybe you do have a lot of money or enough money, but you just are married to your job and don't have enough time. Are you stressed and exhausted or just desire a better life? Well, Isagenix is really the resource that can provide all of those things and more for you. Just a little bit of background about our company. Our mission is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process become the most trusted and respected health and wellness company in the world. And when I saw that, I was like, you know what? That is something I can truly get behind. I'm going to give you some amazing information tonight and some incredible success stories. But I always remember everyone's pace is different. Everyone's dedication is different. Their efforts are different. And so we cannot promise the exact same results for every person because effort truly equals results and earnings. So why our company? It is just incredible of what we have created in a short amount of time. These are our founders and CEOs, Jim and Kathy Coover. The company overall has created $7 billion in cumulative sales. Over 300 individuals have earned $1 million or more through this vehicle. Millions of lives have been positively impacted, and we are privately owned with no operational debt. And the thing that I love the most is the leadership. Jim and Kathy have more than 50 years combined experience in this industry, and they vowed to be the company that did it right. And they truly have. This isn't my first rodeo, so it has been incredible to see how perfected they have built this company on the products and the opportunity. So what brings you here again? Do you struggle with your weight? Are you lacking enough energy to get through the day? Is your physical performance not as good as it used to be, or you feel like you should be doing better? Are you wanting to age slower? Do you feel older than you really are? And are you really financially struggling? Or are you just looking for a better way or a plan B? We're going to start with the financial solution and work into all of these. So again, my name is Lori Olson, and I am a very simple girl from South Dakota. I am a wife and mother of 2 children. I have grown my team over 10,000 in total, and earlier this year, at the very beginning, almost a year ago, we hit Isagenix Legacy Club, which means that we cumulatively have earned $1 million through this amazing vehicle. So my story is very simple in its beginnings. I just started Isagenix about 5 years ago, but before that I really was looking in this industry and really started with just the desire to be home more. These are my little kids quite a few years ago, and I am so happy to say because of this industry I've been able to stay home with them ever since they were born. And then I started thinking bigger. The first company that I was with allowed me to be home, but I rose to the top of the company and I really couldn't create much more income, nor could I really show people how they could make a lot of money or even just provide what they were looking for. So again, I started looking for a company who did it right and aligned with my values and my beliefs. And that was Isagenix. And wealth, I remind people, yes, it can include money, but wealth is time. Wealth is all of the resources that are valued to you. Wealth is having assets. So I truly believe what it's created for me is family freedom. So financial freedom for us is family freedom. My kids are now obviously a lot bigger, but we are able to live life on our own terms. So why network marketing for you? I mean, for me, number one was time flexibility. I wanted to be able to work, but be home with my kids and work on my own schedule. Obviously, additional income is a huge reason for people. Working from anywhere, hardly any startup investment at all, and empowering culture and comprehensive training and support. Our team and our company is amazing at giving the great training that you need to be successful. So network marketing is truly learning a new way of earning. I don't know if you've heard of Robert Kiyosaki. He also wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And then his next book was called The Business of the 21st Century. And he uses his cash flow quadrants that he teaches, applying it to network marketing. So I'm going to explain that really briefly here to you. And this is where you need to really be paying attention to understand it's not just about making money, it's about having an income producing asset. So whether you want to continue working the job you have or you don't need more freedom financially because you have enough, it's about how your money works for you. So on the left-hand side of this quadrant is where 95% of our workforce lives, and that's how they work. And that is like the E stands for employee. This is very common. People have a job and they work hourly or get paid salary for the time they put in, for the hours they put in, and then they get paid. And then self-employed is you own a job. These people are a little more aggressive on increasing what they can make for their time, such as doctors, lawyers, counselors. All of those people get paid on their clients. But on the left-hand side of the quadrant, we are still trading time for money. If they don't go to work or they don't see the client, they do not get paid. On the right-hand side is where we see less percent of the workforce, like 5%, but 95% of the wealth. On the right-hand side. Sorry, I'm not sure if I said that backwards. So on the left-hand side of the quadrant is 95% of the workforce, 5% of the wealth. On the right-hand side of the quadrant is 5% of the workforce, but 95% of the wealth. So we have our big business owners on the right-hand side. These are people who have at least 500 employees and a huge amount of capital, hundreds of thousands to get started, and our big money investors. So the money works for them. So with a big business owner, they own a system, then the people work for them. They are not having to be involved with the day-to-day activities in order for the money to come through. And with the investor, you know, the money works for them. So we obviously want to be working, in my opinion, I want to be on that right-hand side of the quadrant. So network marketing is the great equalizer. It helps everyday people go from the left-hand side of the quadrant to the right-hand side of the quadrant. So I don't know if you've heard the saying before that I would rather get paid 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. So on the left-hand side, going back to that quadrant again, you're only getting paid on your own efforts and you are trading time for money. These people are. You have a job, time equals money. There is no leverage. Even the self-employed, trading time for money and starting over at zero every single day. Again, on the right-hand side, you times the people equals your income. So you own the system. The people work with you and for you, and they do the same thing themselves. And that is leverage. And even as an investor, the money works for you. Income is not dependent always on your physical presence. So let's look at the exponential growth, even of a penny. So some of you may have heard this before. Would you rather have $1 million today or a penny doubled for 30 days? I asked my kids this question, and my younger 10-year-old girl said, give me the $1 million. And my older, a little more calculated son, that's 14, said, the penny doubled. And I said, Josie, I know $1 million sounds awesome, but look at CJ. On day 30, he's got $10 million. And day 31 even doubles from that. So this is really the power of duplication, which is the message I'm going to share with you of what network marketing really is. So again, it's not mass marketing, and definitely it's not about selling a product to every single person that you know. It's about mass duplication and targeted marketing. Targeted marketing with people who believe what you believe and want to do what you do creates exponential growth. So Let's look at the power again, power of 2 again, using Isagenix as the model. So again, on the left, we have 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 108. Those numbers are going to double just like all the penny doubled as well. So we have just 2 teams, a left sales team and a right sales team. And we build this by duplication. Everyone finds at least 2 that they want to work with. So it comes from word of mouth and exponential growth. And we have proven that word of mouth is the most powerful way to move a product in the market. If you want to think of a modern day example, think of Facebook. Facebook spent no money on advertising and was created entirely by word of mouth. So this is a message that will make more sense to you maybe once you get started, but 100 BV will set you free. So BV here in Isagenix stands for business volume, and you're going to hear me reference this in a scenario I show you in a minute, but just know that that equals about $150 in product, and that's our only overhead for those that choose to use this business model to help their financial situation and build an asset. So what you would do if you are a committed consumer coach, and this may not be all of you, some of you are just going to be consumers, at least for right now, or maybe always. That is great too. We work with those people as well. For those of you who are watching tonight and think, I am the person who is ready to jump in and be able to work with other people in order to create leverage in my life and create leverage in theirs, then you're what we would call a committed consumer coach. And where it starts is you finding 10 total in Isagenix, at least 10, because that is how you earn all of the money that Isagenix has to offer you. So you go and find your 10. It starts with 10 people, okay? Then those 10 each find 2 people to be committed consumer coaches with them. So when 10 people find 2, your team is up to 100 already. Then those 100 go and find their customers. When each 100 find even just 2 customers, your team's already at 1,000 people, okay? Then how does that work in your business? Well, we get paid, or everyone orders 100 BV, because as I said earlier, at least 100 BV will set you free, and that is what people do just to turn the lights on in their business, is they reallocate $150 of their hard-earned money into these products. That creates a $100,000 business volume in your organization. Now, earlier I said I'd rather get paid 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. Isagenix, though, pays 6% of all of your people's efforts. So 100,000 BV times 6% for you is $6,000 in a month. And let's remember, I'm basing this just on the 10 consumer coaches that you find and what they do and what you coach them to do. 10 consumer coaches is only 20% of your network. The rest of your network is probably going to be customers, which is going to create even more opportunity for you and more income. So $6,000 a month is $72,000 a year, starting with 10 committed consumer coaches. So then how does that move in from there? Isagenix pays on your entire team in what's called a cycle. So we talked about that 100 BV. When you have a total of 900 BV points, you get one cycle, which is $54. That's the 6% on 900 points, but that keeps duplicating. And so the bigger picture is one cycle, $54 a week, that 900 business volume gives you $2,800 a year. That's pretty substantial for not having to do a ton of effort that could be based on just a couple people. Then it grows into 5 cycles a week and 10 and 15. So I always challenge people, look at that monthly number and then that per year number and identify what would make a difference in your life right now. Because then you have a goal to work towards and you can say, Lori, I saw that 10 cycles a week. That would give me $2,000 a month. That would make me a huge difference in my life. So much stress would be alleviated. Or maybe it's just the 5, just right now. And then you can think bigger. I mean, Isagenix pays unlimited. It's unlimited depth. So at 100 cycles, it's almost $300,000 a year, and it doesn't end there. The value of a cycle is significant. So over here on the left is $54, one cycle a week. You would have to have in the bank $93,600 in the bank in order to generate interest at 3% to get that same amount of money. And then it grows from there. It just shows you the capital required to generate the kind of annual income that you would get just from generating some cycles by putting some focus on helping some people. So we pay even up to 250 cycles in 1 week per business center, which you can reopen as many as you want. And then when you're at the 10 at executive, that can get up to $27,000 weekly. I don't know about you, but I think I could get by on that. So it doesn't mean that everyone's going to do it. It just wants you to see what is possible. And have people done it? Absolutely. There's people on our team that have done it, and I'm going to show you a couple of them here pretty soon. So just to give you a perspective, Isagenix is a global health and wellness superstore, $250 billion wellness superstore. And our goal is to have 1 million blenders set off, just everyone using this amazing product to reallocate some food and get some great nutrition in their body. We do have several categories to help people to be specific. Weight loss, energy, performance, and healthy aging are our 4 main areas that people come to us looking for help. And so again, here's our solution. So while the opportunity, I say, is the Lamborghini, these products are the fuel that will help fuel the opportunity, and they are the gasoline that helps drive it every single day. So let's look at some success stories. This is who I learned about Isagenix from. This is my sponsor, Lisa Maciel, and she is a Team Isagenix athlete, which is absolutely incredible. They have really stringent requirements. We even have professional athletes in this category. John Rahm, we also have Vikings players and several others that are on Team Isagenix, and then everyday people who just perform like amazing and crazy because of these products. She's completed 22 marathons, you guys, and over 10 have been Boston qualifiers. She not only is the Isagenix Legacy Club, but she also is a Platinum Club member, which means she has maxed out 1 business center, which is incredible. I just told you what that was, over 250 cycles and over $13,000 in a week. So Lisa actually didn't even think she needed a transformation, but she's got started on these products, and it just goes to show how much nutrition plays in. She was running all the time and running marathons on the left. And then she just kept increasing her times, but putting the best nutrition in the world in her body. And look what happened. She released like 17 pounds just by changing her fuel. And then these are some pictures just of some PRs that she had, which are incredible. She's running her fastest times at her oldest age. So on the left is the Boston Marathon race, which was the year of the bombings. And she always says she had to be fast that day because she came in like 5 to 10 minutes after the bombs went off. Always gets really emotional about that. And then this was her fastest race to date on the right, which was just a year ago. Then we have people that want to gain lean muscle. Look at our team member, John Stankiewicz. We have an IsaBody challenge. You'll learn more about that. And he got honorable mention and put on like 10 to 15 pounds of lean muscle. Dawn Rice is one of my team members that has just killed it in the weight loss category. 90 pounds that she has maintained too for the past couple of years is absolutely incredible. And just a great visual from a 2XL, and she ended up being in an evening gown contest in a pageant and actually got first runner-up. Then in the healthy aging, we have our dear friend Jean McLaren. She is such a whippersnapper. That's why I put that picture up. It just shows her personality so well. And she didn't think she really had any weight to lose, but she firmed up so well, as you can see on the right. Angie Edquist, another awesome team member at 52 years old, is absolutely killing it and looking younger and performing better than the people that are younger than her in the gym. She works as a bartender and a waitress, as actually a waitress, and she runs circles around them. And they're just all wondering what she's doing. So it is absolutely incredible. So you guys, these products, the reason they work so well is because they are scientifically formulated to be the cleanest, most no compromise ingredients in the world. So these are some of our 5 main pillars of health. So if you're looking for a transformation, you may want to get one of our systems that includes all of these pillars. Our cleanse for cellular cleansing to remove the toxins in our body. Our Isoline shake is our meal replacement shake that fuels us with incredible nutrition and protein and vitamins and minerals. Ionic Supreme helps us address the stress in our body. And then our everyday complete essentials with our healthy aging Isogenesis telomere support. If you haven't heard of telomeres, they are part of our DNA, and this helps make them stronger so you literally can fight aging. So in addition to our core main products, we have tons of targeted solutions, snack products, energy, our amped line for performance. And then I just want you to see that you're really just going to make a decision to reallocate stuff that you're already buying to a higher quality, non-toxic, no compromise product in Isagenix. So you may recognize, if you're looking for vitamin C, or you drink, other protein shakes, or take a probiotic or vitamins, you actually can shift your spending over to Isagenix. And of course, as we talked about, get paid for that decision. And then the support aids and oils, if you use essential oils or joint support or things for pain, we have all of those things. Grocery items. We know that we're not getting all the phytonutrients that we need from our vegetables and our fruits. So in addition to that, we want to supplement with our greens, our fruits. If you're drinking coffee and want something not acidic that will totally align with health goals, we have our Isagenix coffee, we have snacks. And then we have our paraben-free skincare. So it is such, your skin is your biggest cell. So you want to make sure you have the best quality skincare too. So you get to choose. You don't have to do all of it, but just reallocate at least $150 and you have purchased really a piece of real estate that can absolutely do whatever you want with it. Then we always have fun new products. This is our new holiday products that were just released. We have a mocha shake that's available while supplies last. By the time you watch this, it might be gone. Peppermint CBD oil and collagen bone broth. And recently, we just came out with a brand new energy drink called BIA. I absolutely love it. It was one of our highest months ever, the month that we released this just in October. And it has obviously nothing artificial, as always, boosts your metabolism and nourishes your body with adaptogens and raw ingredients. So amazing. So as we wrap this up, I just want you to realize that if you don't really align and believe what we believe about nutrition, and that our nutrition and our food supply is really lacking, and that we really do have a problem in toxicity in the world, this may or may not be for you. But if you do believe what we believe, and that everyone deserves to live in their best body with ease and convenience, and have the opportunity to change their bank account or financial future for themselves or the legacy in front of them, then they should have that. So all you have to do is open your account, and if you want to share these opportunity or products with people, you just plug in and learn from the person who invited you here and start sharing. And I just want to remind you that success isn't just for me or a few people. This is just some of the six-figure earners we have on our team alone. And six figures means they're earning at least $100,000 a year, and many of them much more. And then in addition to that, we have rising stars that are earning great income before they're at the six-figure mark. And some of them are leaning towards that. So on the left, we have Shannon Schlapkol, who just recently joined us on the opportunity side this summer. And she's already earned $2,000 of extra cash. She is a wife. She's a mom of 3. She works full-time, and she's weeding extra income on the side with her family alongside these things in the pockets of her life. And then Zoe in the middle, she is retired as a nurse at the age of 23, paid off all of her student loans in like 6 to 7 months of time, and is now doing Isagenix as her full-time gig. And then Tyler Walter on the far right was just recently named the #2 income earner in our whole company that's under 25. So 25 and under age group, he is the #2 income earner, and he too went to school to be an engineer, and he is retired from that, and they do Isagenix full time. It's incredible what you can do no matter what your age. So I just remind you, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. and trade time for money, or just sell products. If you want to go far, you got to lock arms with other people and help them rise up and go together. So thank you so much for joining us and investing a little bit of time with us today to take a look at what this might offer you. So if you're interested in learning more or getting started, please connect with the person who invited you to watch this, and they will get the products that are the right fit for you and your goals. Thank you.